Hello my dear friends. Me David Nolan, with a new history topic in our channel. Who was Dwight D. Eisenhower? Dwight D. Eisenhower was the 34th leader of the United States, who diminished Cold War pressures and is known for his Particles for Peace drive. Prior to turning into the president, he was a five-star general in the United States Army and assumed a significant part in the World War II. Eisenhower filled in as Supreme Commander of the Allied forces in Europe, and effectively arranged the attack of North Africa in Operation Torch in 1942–43 and the intrusion of France and Germany in 1944–45. Having a place with Pennsylvania Dutch lineage, Eisenhower was brought into the world in a strict family in Kansas. Subsequent to completing his secondary school, he joined the United States Military Academy in West Point, New York. Subsequent to moving on from the Army, he was charged as a subsequent lieutenant. Bit by bit ascending through the positions, he rose to the most noteworthy situation in the military. In the wake of resigning from the military, Eisenhower challenged the 1952 official decisions to campaign against socialism, Korea and defilement. He was president for 2 terms, and through his drives and approaches he made the world a lot more secure spot to live. He assumed a crucial part in finishing the Korean War and raised the strains between the U.S.S.R, the U.S.S.R. Youth and early life. Dwight D. Eisenhower was brought into the world on October 14, 1890, in Denniston, Texas as the third of his folks' 7 children. His dad, David Jacob Eisenhower, and mother, Ida Elizabeth Eisenhower, were of German parentage. He did his tutoring from Abilene High School, in Kansas, and graduated in 1909. In the wake of completing his secondary school, he joined his dad's creamery and worked hobby as a fireman. In 1911, he got an arrangement at the United States Military Academy in West Point, New York. He dropped from the institute in 1915 and was dispatched as a subsequent lieutenant. Significant works. As a tactical pioneer, Eisenhower effectively drove Allied powers in World War II. He managed Activity Torch in North America and Activity Overlord on the shoreline of Normandy. Both these activities brought about the loss of Axis powers. During his term as president, he gave accentuation on decreasing Cold War strains and was effective generally in his goal. His Molecules for Peace drive was generally valued, and he likewise assumed a basic part in finishing the Korean War. Individual life and legacy. After his bonus in the Army, Eisenhower was positioned in Texas. There he met 18-year-old Mamie Geneva Dodd and became hopelessly enamored with her. They got hitched on July 1, 1916. The couple had 2 children. Their first child, Dwight Eisenhower, was brought into the world in 1917. Dodd passed on of red fever in 1921, at 3 years old. Their subsequent child, John Sheldon Dodd Eisenhower, was brought into the world in 1922. John proceeded to join the U.S. Army and later on additionally filled in as U.S. envoy to Belgium. Dwight D. Eisenhower passed on March 28, 1969, at 78 years old, because of congestive cardiovascular breakdown. Grants and achievements. During his spell in armed force, Eisenhower got a few decorations and praises. Some of them are: World War II Victory Medal, Legion of Honor, Grand Cross, France, Order of Merit, Member, United Kingdom, Order of Victory, Star, U.S.S.R, and the Royal Yugoslav Commemorative War Cross, Yugoslavia. In 1999, he was granted the Civitan International World Citizenship Award. In that very year, his name highlighted in the Gallup's list of most widely admired people of the 20th century. There are a few roads and road named after him in different urban areas of the world. Random data. This respectable man was the last U.S. president to have been brought into the world in the 19th century.